A complex courier fraud scam has led to the conviction of 3 men for stealing £120,000 from elderly and vulnerable victims across the North East and West Yorkshire regions. The criminals posed as police officers, bank staff, and other figures of authority and convinced their victims that their bank accounts had been compromised. They then asked for vital evidence in the form of cash, valuables, and bank details to help investigate the alleged fraud. The fraudsters then used this information to steal large sums of money from the victims, including asking them to send valuables and cash through the post. Detectives from the North East Regional Organised Crime Unit, NEROCU, launched an investigation into the scam in September 2020 after becoming aware of the fraud. Their efforts led them to Mehakdeep Thind, 33, Amadeep Sokhal, 36, and Kulwinder Singh, 25. Thind pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit fraud and money laundering, while Sokhal and Singh denied the charges and underwent a 5-week trial at Newcastle Crown Court. In December 2022, Sokhal was convicted of conspiracy to commit fraud and money laundering, while Singh was convicted of money laundering. On March 3, 2023, they were sentenced at Newcastle Crown Court. Thind, who had no fixed abode in the London area, received a sentence of 5 years and 7 months for conspiracy to commit fraud, money laundering, and possession of false ID. Sokhal of Allenby Road, Southall, London, was sentenced to 4 years 6 months for conspiracy to commit fraud, money laundering, and possession of false ID. Singh of Oldcoat Drive, Hounslow, Middlesex, was given a sentence of 18 months in prison suspended for 18 months for money laundering and 240 hours of community service. NEROCU Detective Constable Andy Smith, who worked on the case, called the scam a callous crime type and commended the bravery of the victims who supported the case and ensured that justice prevailed. He urged anyone who believes they have been a victim of crime to report it immediately and always speak to someone they trust before giving anyone money or personal information. Detective Inspector Sean Fordy, also from NEROCU, promised that their work in detecting and preventing fraud would continue and that their efforts would not slow down. He added that they have seen excellent results recently, with a high number of fraudsters and organized criminals being convicted for their illegal activity.